Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the video for home learning number 3. So let's just jump right into this, shall we? All right, in number 1, we're given a circle and we're also given a diameter RT. We're also given a radius BE and we're given a chord of RE. Down here at the bottom, we are given that angle TRE is 15. So let's just write that guy in there. So that's 15 is that angle right there. We're also given that BE is 9. So my radius of this is 9. And we want to find the area of the sector EBR. So that's this whole guy right here. So I'm just going to shade this guy in green so that we know what we want to find out. We want the area of that guy right there. So I know that to solve this, I need to know the radius, which I already know, which is 9, but I also need to know that central angle right there. Okay, so we're going to use the given information, specifically that 15 degrees, to find that central angle. So when I use that 15 degrees, I know that this 15-degree angle right here is an inscribed angle because the vertex is on the circle and it cuts off this arc TE. So this arc is double of that angle right there. So this guy over here is 30. And because that RT is a diameter, I know that this half over here is a semicircle or 180 degrees. So therefore RE is 150 degrees. And now I know my central angle is the same as that RE arc that we just found, so the central angle is also 150 degrees. All right, so now I have all of my numbers that I need, and now I just need to write my proportion. So we're finding area of a sector, so our formula is area over the area of a sector over the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, is equal to our theta, or our central angle, over, and I'm going to use 360 because my angle measure is given to me in degrees. If that was in terms of pi, then I would need to use 2 pi because I know I'm in radians. So now it's just plugging in. I still don't know my A, but I know my pi, and this is going to be times my radius squared, or 9 squared, equal to my theta is 150 over 360. So from here, all we're going to do is just cross multiply and solve. So the A times the 360, that's just 360A, is equal to, I'm going to write it like this. I'm going to take the 150 and I'm going to multiply it by 9 squared is 81. So this is 81 pi. So then I still have 360A on the left side. And if I multiply the right side out, I get 12,150 pi. 150 pi. I'm leaving the pi in there just to make life easier on myself. And now all I got to do is just divide by 360 to get the area by itself. And I get 12,150 pi divided by 360. I'm just going to move this up a little bit so I have some room. Now at this point, you can either do one of two things. You can either plug all of this into your calculator if your calculator skills are up to the task. Or what you can do is just do the division of the numbers first. So you can do 12,150 divided by 360, get a number, and then multiply by pi, and you will get the same answer as if you just plugged all this guy into the calculator. Either way, your answer will still come out to be 106. Okay, so that concludes number 1. let's mosey on down to number 2. All right, let's take a look at this guy. We got rhombus, rhombusi, however you say more than one rhombus. We got A, B, C, D, and we got K, L, M, N. A, B, C is going to be rotated around point P onto K, L, M, N. Okay, and we know that CAD is 35. Okay, well, since ABCD is going to be rotated onto KLMN, I'm just going to go ahead and label where each coordinate or each vertice from ABCD will land on KLMN. So just going by the names of the letters, I know that A corresponds to K. I know B corresponds to L, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to label these guys. A goes there, B, C, and D. And from there, I can also transfer the 35 degrees over. 35 degrees goes right there. All right. So my final goal is to find the angle KNM, which is this whole guy right here. Now, it would be really cool if I could know what this angle is right here, and then I could figure out this angle because I could do triangle sum theorem on this small triangle right here, and that will hopefully lead me to this angle over here, and then I just add those two up and get that guy. And that's our plan, actually. So I'm gonna use properties of rhombuses. So I know this angle right here is a right angle because the diagonals bisect each other and they intersect each other at right angles. All right, well, I know that I know two of my angles in my small triangle. I know that this guy is 90. I know this guy is 35. So when I add them up and I subtract from 180, I get that this angle right here is 55 degrees. Now I'm going to use one last property of rhombuses. I know the diagonals of rhombuses, well, they also bisect angles. So then I know that the other half of this angle over here is also 55. So the total angle of, so the measure of angle KNM is equal to 110. All right, there you go. I hope this helped, and I will see you next time. And as always, stay safe and be well.